It's Juan David.
So when I travel, like there are usually two ways. Mm-hmm. So there's a way how you do that. You research everything and then you do that. But I think there's also a beautiful part of just not researching anything and just like
spontaneous travel.
Just kind of following. Like, have you done that?
Oh yeah.
Like, which one do you enjoy more?
So since I film so much, like I have to plan out my scripts and stuff. So my stuff's more planned now. Back in the day, it was more like, I got into La Paz, Bolivia. Well, I can go north or south. Which way are we going to go? Which bus leaves first? The south one. We're going to the Salar Uyuni in the south of Bolivia. Bye. Take the bus down south. The best part is they're like, oh yeah, it's only like a 5-hour drive. When the road's finished, and then it was like a 12-hour drive of craziness, But you're down there like, hey, you want to go on a Jeep tour for 3 days in the Salt Flats? How much is it? I don't know how much it was at the time. I'm like, I got the money, let's do it. Like, those were fun because it really was spontaneous, trying something new. I remember there's a buddy of mine, he was traveling with a guy, a friend of his, who they weren't friends by the time that I had met them. And so it was literally like the guy did this, like we're on the metro, I was going to get my train from Vienna to someplace, and we're on there, and he literally's got his buddy's on the other side of the metro. The door opens on this side, and he's like, doors are closed, and he goes, bye, and just stepped at the back of the door is closed. His friend's like, what the hell? I'm like, I guess you guys aren't traveling together anymore. I still the look on his face was hilarious. He's like, what?
So he left?
Yeah, his friend just stepped out of the metro.
Like, so he was alone then in the train.
Yeah, he was alone on the train. I was there too. I'm like, I'm going to the airport or the train station, so, whatever. And he just the funniest thing. So I was like, all right. I think your friend doesn't like you anymore. That was another thing I saw. Like when I traveled around when I was younger, you'd always bump into other travelers because you kind of have the same paths. And there'd be friends that were still friends. And there was like a lot of like people dating that were no longer dating. Like, oh, you're traveling Europe by yourself. You're traveling South America by yourself. Oh, I started with my boyfriend. I started with my girlfriend. I started with my partner. I'm like, you're like, are they in the bathroom? No, they're in Brazil and I'm in Argentina. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, all right, I need to go that way. So be careful when you're traveling. That's a very big test case. You want to see if your relationship's going to work.